Good morning. This is Chris Carter, Kaleidoscope Crone. After watching this, you will understand why I really don't get much of anything else done. I get distracted and excited, and this morning what happened was I was thrilled about drawing this big piece of metal. Now, this is a die. I don't know if it's called a die cast, a cast die. This is a die for a tablet making press to make tablets for the pharmaceutical industry. And my husband knows how much I love machines and parts and just things like this. So he made my day by bringing this home for me yesterday, and I really couldn't wait to do this as my morning scribble. So what I did was I wanted to get on with my day, and I really need to film the first part of the Flexagon class. And I've been putting it off because I did get distracted with planting a garden this year. So I was outside because I love being outside. Now, here we go. This I did on my iPad with the Apple Pencil, which is just divine. It's always a little awkward because if I rest my hand at all, it makes marks on the screen, unless I put something else down. And so what I do is I just hold it up here, and it forces me to be looser and not really care. And then I wrote in these little things, and I could move on, carry on, getting on with the filming of the Flexagon class. But as I was printing this out to put into my Morning Scribbler sketchbook, I thought, oh, it would be great if I got rid of the words and printed this out on watercolor paper, and then I could show people how I can just play with watercolor and not know what's going to happen, and just play with brushes, and oh, won't that be fun? Oh, that was after I printed this out. This is usually what I print out, and then I tape down, put the corners on, put it in my Morning Scribbler sketchbook. What I did was I took a piece of watercolor paper. I've cut a lot of watercolor paper into 8.5 by 11 so that I can print line drawings out to use to paint on multiple times for examples, either in live workshops or in the classes, or just for myself to play with different color variations, though I don't repeat things that often, so it's just easier, and it works as a good teaching tool. I transferred the file from the Repaper app to my computer into Photoshop, got rid of the words, then printed this out without the words. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but I am going to play. I have some tools out here. This reservoir brush is really pretty exciting. Still don't know how to manipulate it very well, but I'm having fun with it. And then this is the souvenir brush from the Morgan Library and Museum with a pencil on one end. And it's really a great brush. So I have that just because I've been using it. I have a bigger one because I want to be a little messier. And then these, I thought, I will get out the squirrel brushes to show what that does. And these are divine. I fell in love with squirrel brushes, which I really didn't like at first because you put them in water and they get all limp. But they're great for flinging paint. They just hold so much paint. And these are travel squirrel brushes. And oh my God, they're divine. I found these in a little art shop in Paris, and I could not believe my good fortune to find travel squirrel brushes. These are basically Asian, I think. I'm always forgetting all this information. This is, it says Leonard, maybe it's a Da Vinci, Leonard 76RO, number 1. And this is Leonard, number 3, 76RO. There we go. I cleaned this out. See, this all took time because this palette had gotten so disgusting and little crunchy watercolors in here. So I took out those, plopped these two in, and then put my little turquoise cobalt in there. So what I have 2 piles of ultramarine blue. Why? Because I use a lot of ultramarine blue, and 2 fit. So I guess I have them in there. This is Joe's blue, which is phthalo blue. This is cadmium red light, which I can't do without, even though it's a cadmium, and I know it's not great for me. This is alizarin crimson. This is cobalt violet light. This is a viridian. Cobalt turquoise of one kind or another. Hansa yellow medium. Hansa yellow light. So that's my palette. And here we go. That's it. It was fun. It was challenging. It's a bit ugly, but it certainly has some energy in it. Now maybe I can get on with my day. This is Chris Carter. Thanks for watching.